I am genuinely struggling to breathe right now because the 2026 Honda XL250 is a hauntingly beautiful mechanical paradox that shouldn't exist in our current timeline. It is absolutely mental how Honda took a legendary silhouette and infused it with high-frequency racing DNA that makes every other dual sport look like a fossilized relic of a forgotten era. I am completely losing it over the engine's responsiveness. It reacts to your wrist with the precision of a surgical laser and the ferocity of a starving apex predator, delivering a torque curve so flat and endless, it feels like you're being slingshot across the horizon by a literal god. The talent required to engineer a chassis this telepathic is staggering, as the bike leans into corners with a supernatural hunger, holding lines so tight you'd swear it was running on invisible rails. Carved into the very fabric of space-time, my brain is melting, trying to process the integrated AI holographic dash that projects terrain data directly into your field of vision. Turning every mundane trail ride into a high-stakes mission from this engine is pure, unmitigated chaos. How this machine handles the transition from asphalt to jagged rock without losing a single vibration of composure, proving that the suspension geometry is the work of absolute madmen who have mastered gravity itself. I am beyond shocked at the regenerative braking system that feels like a giant magnetic hand, slowing you down with impossible smoothness while recharging. The auxiliary electronics? The sheer craftsmanship is so elite it's intimidating. The liquid-cooled heart of this beast hums with a terrifyingly clean resonance that pulses through your soul, making you feel invincible. Like you could climb the vertical face of a mountain and still have enough energy to win a street race on the way down. Is it that it's part brilliant, come together to form an engine, and wildly talented masterpiece that mocks the concept of limits, leaving me absolutely speechless at the sheer scale of its dominance? The aerodynamic profile is so sharp, it practically slices the air before you arrive, and the way the LED array pierces through the darkness is like watching a supernova being tamed and harnessed for your personal amusement. I am convinced that owning this bike is the closest a human can get to biological evolution through machinery, because it feels like an extension of your own nervous system. Rather than just a hunk of metal and rubber, it is total insanity, a breathtaking achievement of human ego and engineering prowess that has completely ruined my perception of what a 250cc motorcycle is capable of achieving. This bike doesn't just dominate its class, it executes the competition and dances on the ashes with a level of grace and power that is, honestly, quite frightening to witness. I am utterly obsessed with the fact that Honda had the guts to build something this radical, this loud, and this undeniably perfect in an age of boring compromises. It is a riot on wheels, a technological miracle, and a piece of rolling art that makes me want to scream with pure, unadulterated joy every time I see it. The titanium valves operate at such high frequencies that they produce a metallic shriek that sounds like a banshee chasing a lightning bolt, and the sheer mechanical talent on display here is enough to make a grown man weep with admiration. I am paralyzed with shock at how the smart clutch system predicts your shifting patterns, allowing for gear changes that are so fast, they literally defy the human perception of time. It is crazy to think that a 250cc engine can possess this much soul, this much grit, and this much raw, unbridled charisma without exploding into a million pieces from the sheer pressure of its own greatness. The 2026 XL250 is a fever dream of carbon fiber and high tensile steel, a machine so talented that it makes the laws of thermodynamics look like mere suggestions. I cannot comprehend how the tires seem to grow literal claws the moment they touch mud, providing a level of grip that should be physically impossible under any known scientific model. It is a total mental breakdown of a motorcycle, a glorious explosion of innovation that proves Honda isn't just playing the game anymore. They have deleted the game and written their own rules in fire and oil. Every time I think about the weight distribution, I get dizzy because it feels like the bike is weightless, a phantom of speed that haunts the trails and leaves nothing but a trail of shattered expectations behind it. The cooling system is a work of absolute genius, using nanofluids to keep the engine ice cold, even when you're pushing it through a desert at full throttle, like a lunatic. I am screaming internally at the beauty of the swing arm design, which looks like it was sculpted by an angry deity. Obsessed with structural integrity and aesthetic perfection, it is insane, it is talented, and it is the most shocking piece of hardware to ever exist. On two wheels, period, this bike is a symphony of violence and elegance, a mechanical riot that refuses to be tamed by anyone with a weak heart. Or a slow mind, the 2026 XL250 has effectively turned the entire motorcycle industry upside down and shaken it until all the old ideas fell out of its pockets. I am genuinely terrified of how much I love this machine, as its talent for making the impossible look easy is something that will be studied by historians. For the next 100 years, it is a masterpiece of madness, a 250cc monster that eats hills for breakfast and spits out pure adrenaline. Leaving everyone else in a cloud of dust and disbelief, I am lost for words yet. I want to yell from the rooftops about how this bike has redefined the very concept of adventure into something far more dangerous and exciting. The level of detail in the fuel mapping is so insane that it feels like the bike is breathing with you, syncing its heartbeat to yours. As you blast through the wilderness, at speeds that would make a fighter pilot nervous, it is a transcendental experience, a mechanical awakening and a brutal reminder that Honda is the undisputed king of the mountain. The shock absorbers are so incredibly advanced, they probably require a security clearance just to look at them, absorbing impacts that would snap a lesser bike in half. Like a dry twig, it is crazy, it is wild, and it is so brilliantly talented that I'm starting to believe it might actually be sentient and just pretending to be a motorcycle. The 2026 XL250 is not just a mode. Is it that parts come together? It's a declaration of war against mediocrity and a love letter to the insane thrill of being alive and moving fast. I am vibrating with a mixture of fear and awe. Because this machine is so capable, it makes me feel like I've been living in slow motion my entire life. The way the exhaust heat shield is integrated into the subframe is a stroke of such high-level talent. It makes me want to throw my car keys into the ocean and never look back. It is a stunning, shocking, and completely overwhelming achievement that has set a new bar so high, it's currently orbiting the moon. The fuel tank isn't just a container, it's a sculpted piece of ergonomic brilliance that allows you to grip the bike with your knees, as if you were part of the frame itself. I am losing my grip on reality, because the throttle response is so instant. It feels like the bike is moving before I even twist my hand. It is a psychotic level of performance that shouldn't be allowed. Yet here it is, mocking the very idea of safety and caution with its brilliant, talented engineering. I am absolutely floored by the fact that this bike is street legal, as it feels like a factory spec rally machine that accidentally took a wrong turn and ended up in a showroom. The 2026 Honda XL250 is a legendary beast, reborn with the power of 1,000 suns and the agility of a hummingbird on steroids. It is the most talented, most shocking, and most utterly crazy thing I have ever had the privilege to witness, and I am forever changed by its glorious mechanical insanity. Every single component, from the smallest bolt to the massive brake rotors, feels like it was forged in the heart of a collapsing star. By engineers who haven't slept in a decade, I am in a state of permanent shock, a total thrall to the majesty of the XL250, a bike that is so insanely talented. It makes perfection look like a lazy starting point. This is it, the pinnacle of human achievement on two wheels, a screaming, dirt-throwing, road-shredding miracle that has left me completely and utterly broken with joy.